now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Is J Hood the most dangerous host that No Jumper have seen? I seen his video today, and it talked about everything that J Hood done. I believe it said No Jumper host stabbed 50 people and unalive one. Let's get over and see what this guy, y'all know who this guy is. He always finds some detail and intel on you. So let's go see what he got to say about J Hood. Let's go.
So let's just dig into a little bit of backstory, okay? So he actually reps Stevenson Village Crip, and he talks about where he grew up in his solo No Jumper interview. Not solo, but you know what I'm saying? His headline No Jumper interview with Munchie and Adam.
Carson is literally where Wack grew up at. It's like you can stand on one side of the street and be in Compton and be on the other side in Carson. Where I grew up in the village. So there's only two Crip gangs in Carson.
Okay.
Us and the East Coasters.
Okay.
And we go to the same schools and we like choose like different sides, like come like 8th grade, high school. I've been Carson. It's
now you got the Victoria Park Crips, and they had the when I was coming up, Victoria Park Locos and the Victoria Park Crips.
It's really a cool area though. I've been shot up a gang of times though, you know,
right.
Because I was out there in the field.
Because I lived in Long Beach for a while, and we always just Carson Mall is like kind of the main thing that people might know about. So I know, yeah, that's crazy.
Shot at the mall.
Yeah.
So, you know, and now I like that mall. Yeah. Like, not coming out of it. The altercation started inside the mall, but outside of it, you know.
So they've been getting it cracking over there in Carson, man. Stevenson Village Crip, all right? He rocking the blue. We kind of know what he's on now. It's ironic. A lot of Crips have beef with each other, okay? Spotty Face, he was rolling 40, all right? Rolling 40 Crip. Munchie of blood, but they all got different alliances that overlap, and there's Crips that don't get on the Crips. Now, he went to prison for a 2015 shooting that Rap News and Street Politics discussed on his channel, and I'll show you a little bit of backstory about the shooting he went to jail for back then.
September 4th, 2015. Now, Stevenson Village is known to be cool with the gangster Crips, and this is where J Hood finds himself in the shotguns in Gardena on the night of September 4th, 2015. Now, he's over here by 141st in these apartments back here. I believe in like one of them alleyways by them Gardena apartments, where it's J Hood, two other unidentified dudes, and somebody named Lawrence Weddle. Now, Lawrence Weddle is Bullet from Insane Crip out in Long Beach. Again, another Trey Hood. So the gangsters is all over here in the shotguns kicking it. These are all allied sets. And it said that an altercation breaks out between Bullet and three other gang members, where it started off as a verbal altercation and moved to a physical altercation and resulted in Bullet from Insane being shot multiple times in the chest and in the abdomen. Now, overall, Bullet sustained 7 gunshot wounds over here in the shotguns. And as you can see, there's a grip of entry and exit wounds on his body. And this is what J Hood is sitting down for. So it said that he let off 15 rounds, with again, Bullet being hit 7 times over here. And of course, with a release date, the murder charge got dropped down to a voluntary manslaughter charge, which he pled to May of 2022. So you know that.
So confirmed body, straight up confirmed gruesome body, pled it down to manslaughter. It's crazy.
Whole 7-year
voluntary manslaughter
time span he sat in the county and racking up almost a year of good time, which is why we see him eligible for parole less than 3 years after he hit the pen. Now, Bullet was a reputable member from Insane. And, you know, I don't know if J Hood didn't really speak on this situation because it was some shit that involved the gangsters, but this situation led him to his next problem and what really made him such a controversial person on the internet, with him being on the SNY yard. So he tells a story about being dirty politicked on. And again, you know, these are some of the hardest things to get down, especially with some shit behind the walls. You know, the paperwork is extremely necessary, but what he spoke on was that he was initially being told on by his homies. Now, I don't know if it was them other two dudes that was there that night with Bullet getting killed in the shotguns, but the way he kind of put it was that niggas was saying his name and he had said their name or some shit like that, not necessarily implicating them, but basically saying all he did was confirm that somebody was there who the police already knew was there. Now,
so they're saying he got told on, all right, but this Crip report card is he getting a good grade, okay? I'm not condoning what he did. He unfortunately in that lifestyle, he born into that situation. He took his plea, did what he had to do, but it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is, because I'm gonna tell you something. Once you get off from a case like that, a high one, and you get back to society, the last thing you want to do is put yourself in any situation to where you might likely got to pull that still out again and get active with it. Even if you're not on that time and you not on that, you say, you know what, I'm not fit to go back to packing these pistols and busting on people. These dudes out here think just like you thought, 2015, 11 years ago. You got dudes who was your age now thinking just like you thought back then. So yeah, man, when you get out from doing the high one, it's best. The best thing to do is, man, run down to that oil refinery, man. That they keep you with so much work. You'll be all the way out the way, because the longer you in the way, and you still got that mentality from that jailhouse, man. You really got to, a lot of y'all got to go get some mental help. If you don't, you're going to crash out here, man. And that jailhouse ain't going nowhere. It's always, you ever notice you ain't never heard a jailhouse go out of business? You ain't never heard a prison being empty? You ain't never heard a jailhouse, like, we closing this prison down. It's empty. We losing. We ain't got no money to keep it open. Prison's always open. They always got a bed for you.
Right. It's kind of crazy that's what he had going on. And he'd just come home recently. Right. So he was eligible for parole December 2025. So we fresh out. Now, J Hood would later break down the situation in more detail on No Jumper, along with the alleged crimes that he'd also been committing behind bars while he was locked up.
Okay. In prison, I got into it with some older cats. I got lied on, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I ain't ashamed of nothing. Dead homies. And that's when I really start feeling like this shit was bullshit, because I'm like, damn, y'all talking about this. What about the last 10 heads I done bust? Mm. What about the 50 stabbings I done did? What about me being shot on camera and nobody going to jail for it?
Mm. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. Once you in prison, everything that you done in the past, you could be a cold homicide committer with that pistol. They don't care. Once they on you, all that stuff is out the window, man. They don't care about who you think you is, how tough you think you is. They always got somebody in prison that's tougher than you. And if they don't got one that's tougher than you, they got about 4 or 5 that'll get you at one time with them pistols, man.
What about me standing tall in the paint? What about, like, where's my due process?
And because you took the stand just to basically say I was defending myself, you didn't actually tell on anybody, right? No. And nobody even really thought you did.
Went to jail.
No, nobody was accusing you of that. They just said, "Oh, a Crip should never take the stand."
Yeah. I have never put like this. Nobody has ever did an hour in a second in jail for anything I've ever said.
So look, he's saying he kept it solid, all right? Do you catch what he said? He said 50 stabbings, bro. 50 what? He stabbed 50 people in the pen. So during his time in the county jail, okay, he'd actually talked about one particular stabbing that was pretty famous, all right? And I showed you this in the previous video. I didn't really have all the context of it, all right? There's him claiming he shanked up someone called Bully from West Boulevard Crip in jail.
I didn't say that. I don't know Tay from 40. If I would have said it, I would have said it. I would have stood on it. Yeah, that's probably bad. I ain't watched the interview. I was just going by what they said. I never said that, bro. First of all, I wouldn't even put no nigga out there like that, because niggas do all kind of shit in jail. A nigga put a phone in his ass, niggas put knives in their ass, niggas put dope in their ass. Nigga, it's jail. It's jail. Now, that nigga want to get up there.
Ain't nobody putting no phone up in there. Man, what the? You got dudes up in there that do it, but anybody that put phones up in there, they a freak. They was doing that on the streets with something else. You stick a phone up your butt, man, something is really going on in your mental, man. Just catch me with the goddamn phone. I'll buy another one. I'll buy me another phone before I stick that phone up my head. I'm not doing that. No, sir. We're going to just buy some new phones, man. Let them come in here and find them phones. It ain't that serious.
And lie, nigga. I was never on the yard with, I was on the yard with C Nasty from 40s, Port Gotti from 40s. I was on the yard with your homie Troop from Treetop, nigga. With the dreads. Where you was at, Salinas? I was at Ironwood. No, I was at Ironwood before his points went up. Nigga, that's my boy. Troop was high power together after I stabbed a nigga Bully from West Boulevard. Damn.
Oh my god, this internet is a motherfucker, man. I'm not admitting to nothing on this joint, man. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, he said he yanked on somebody from West Boulevard. He'll be getting the interview next. Somebody gonna find, I guarantee you, somebody gonna find this dude and they gonna put him on here and interviewing, and he gonna start his YouTube career. J Hood just started Bully from West Boulevard YouTube career.
Oh, that's my nigga. Him, Jay Bray. You talking about Bully with the fucked up man? Yeah, I got a phone call. Yeah, they home. Allegedly. You said what? Troop just came home. Oh, Troop out now? Yeah, Troop.
So he really talking about I stabbed him up. Allegedly. That's crazy, right? So according to some sources, they're saying J Hood actually went 50-0, 50 stabbings up, never got stabbed against East Coast Crips in LA County Jail. This is what they're saying, okay? This is the post. It says J Hood from Stevenson Village Crip allegedly went 50-0 against East Coast Crips in LA County Jail. Now, is this a people?
That's probably why everybody quit No Jumper. Hey, we not going back to work. No, sir. Not until y'all get this crazy mother up out the building, man. No, we ain't coming back.
List of people he stabbed? Or is this a list of people he squabbled? Apparently that's some of the people he squabbled on his phone. All right? I don't recognize any of these names off rip.
Man, this dude got a phone with all the people he squabbled up in there. Oh, man, y'all got to give mental help, man. We got to get a doctor over there for him ASAP, man.
But that's insane, right? People saying that's just ECC members he fought. I'm sure he squabbled Pyrus, Bloods, and other Crips. They're saying he got squabbles, but he ain't Superman. He mentioned on his YouTube that people got the best of him in fades, so this is most likely cap. I ain't saying he lost the majority, but maybe a good 3 to 5 fades he lost. Saying he even fought X-Ray from first that got killed by F-14, and he fought Hitman 1234. I said it isn't one of the Hitman's Q120 in a wheelchair.
That don't mean nothing. You push somebody out of a wheelchair and stump them out. I remember my homeboy told me that. He said, Rock, I don't care if they're in the wheelchair. Dump them out the wheelchair and stump them out.
They're saying he fought the homie from 7-6. Like, people hating on him. They saying he's a rat. Where's the paperwork? I ain't seen no paperwork. People talking about paperwork. I ain't seen no paperwork. All right. So he was just a menace. He was honestly a menace. Okay. So he was just released from prison a few months ago. He was fresh out. All right. This is him getting released, and he did 11 years for manslaughter. So confirmed body. He ain't beat it, but he got it plead down and he got back at it. It's crazy, really. 11 years he did.
Back. He's back. President. Rolex. I'm back, baby. Look what he got. Nevertheless. Something quick for him.
Ooh.
S-Cool.
S-Cool,
You gonna start it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna start, you know. I was made for it.
He was made
That's
for
fire.
it. Gang.
Ooh, I'm fucking with a whip. I ain't gonna lie, the S-Coop's crazy. Still blows my mind 11 years ago was 2015. So
all right, what else you got? We don't want to hear. I don't want to hear people from Reddit. I want to hear what else you got. Let's get about right here.
Bobble machine. So he later actually squashed his beef with Munchie B, which was really interesting and positive. Munchie B had apparently been one of the people that actually was spreading the rumors that he was snitching, but they managed to get onto the interview for No Jumper and sit down and actually talk about it.
This is the internet. He beef with who he beef with. I beef with who I beef with. You can't be mad at somebody for two grown men sitting down. This is what needs to be happening. Instead of people out there killing each other, two grown men need to be able to sit down and be like, hey, I'm wrong. I'm wrong for putting fake news out there. I'm wrong for saying that Munchie B got peanut butter put in his ass. I am wrong. I apologize. I was upset because you put a fake narrative out there like I told on somebody. So I knew what would get under your skin.
So I'll put it out. I'll put it out there.
They were sitting there. I got it. When this interview come out? I ain't seen this one. I got to check out that interview. But yeah, I think two grown men do need to sit down and chop it up, man, and put it to the side instead of unaliving each other. I need to go check out that interview after this.
Or whoever your team is, they press upload on that phone. And it take unless you got bomb service, it take about 5 minutes. You could have thought about 5 minutes, like this nigga's a snitch. No, I ain't gonna put that out there, blood. Cause I ain't read nothing, blood. I ain't asked. Matter of fact, I'm finna ask this nigga Baby Dot. I'm finna ask this nigga Lil Munchie. Matter of fact, Tiny Munchie, did you read any work? I feel like nigga, I deserve that type of grace because I would have gave you that grace, bro. I would not put no snitch allegation on no nigga who I have not seen no paperwork on. Period. Crip, Blood, Hoover, SA, Asian, white boy, Jamaican. I'm not putting no snitch allegation because that is a serious allegation, especially in the state of California. Niggas get smoked behind that. In jail, 50-50 yard, main line. It's niggas who get stabbed just for people. Bro, I done seen people who did not tell. I done seen niggas get stabbed over 115s, over write-ups in prison. Not nobody get an hour. A nigga got 30 days, let's get back. Dead homies. Niggas get stabbed for that. Niggas get killed, bro. And especially what I
Look, him and Munchie even being able to sit down together after these sorts of allegations have gone around is pretty crazy. But here's the problem. Everybody is hating on J Hood because they feel like he a Wack 100 plant. Now, because he's loyal to Wack, all right?
I want to see J Hood transition into a podcaster. I bet you when he catch on and get the ropes of this stuff, it'll keep him out the way. Once he get into this and he start making money off of it, and just adapt to this instead of get the jail stuff out your mind. All that stuff, we all did time. We all done did years. I probably did more time than all them up there. We all done did stretches. You know what I'm saying? I did 14 up in there. So you got to get that out your mind, but you got to be on the streets long enough, see a lot. You got to, I don't know if he got kids or not. You got to be out here long enough. Take walks on the beach, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I used to like after it rained, man, go run down the beach, man. Give me some of that fresh air. But anyway, man, listen, y'all subscribe to this channel. That's Trap Lord Ross. Matter of fact, y'all know Trap Lord Ross, man. I ain't got to send y'all to his channel, but I'm going to send it to y'all anyway, man. This is Trap More Ross. So y'all go over there to Trap More Ross and watch the rest of that video. Anyway, man, y'all subscribe to the channel. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Do y'all think J Hood is the most dangerous person that stepped in the no jumper building? Or do y'all think because his alliance with Wack is going to have a lot of people not liking him? Or do y'all think he going to be a good podcaster over there or on his own? He was doing good when he was incarcerated. He had a channel that was going. I don't know what happened to his channel. Yes, I did. I did a video yesterday off his channel, but he was putting out more content on his channel. I think he'd be good if he just stick with this and, get the hang of it, being free, not doing it in his jail cell anymore. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.